Hey yo, welcome back. Finally getting back to another haul here. Ton of stuff as usual. Let's dig into it. I picked these up at one of my local shops. Ghost Rider number one, all new Ghost Rider number one. First Robbie Reyes. You should probably know about this by now. Have picked one up. I saw the first episode of Agents of Shield with him on it. I thought they did a good job with him, but I haven't seen any of the other ones since. Started watching Luke Cage. I paid $5 for that, and it's a $5 to $10 book, depending. Uh, Green Lantern 25. This is the end of the Sinestro Corps War. This is also the first appearance of Atrocious, who becomes a major player in the Green Lantern realm as a Red Lantern. I paid $2.50 for that, and he's rumored to be in the Green Lantern Corps movie if they ever get that off the ground. That goes for about 5 to 10, maybe a little bit more as well right now. Many videos ago, I showed off the variant to this because one of the other YouTubers had mentioned that he was one of his favorite characters, and so I picked it up because I found it real cheap. And that book, it's a 1 to 10, I believe. It goes for between 25 and 50 right now, so that was a good pickup. And I forget who it was. I want to say it was Omega Shinryu Ken, but I'm not positive. Uh, Picked this up. They must have got a whole run of the Harley Quinn in. This is number 15. I paid $9 for it. It's definitely one of the better covers. It's a Terry Rachel Dodson, which I think most of them are. And once it gets a little bit later in the series, but this one is a little bit more sought after than others. I would say this, and the other one that I would like to get is the one where she's got the chainsaw giving Superman the haircut. It's a cool cover. And also picked this up, JLA number 26, first appearance of Jakeem Thunder. There's been a little bit of talk about him online. Nothing major as of yet as to him really doing anything, but I figured pick it up for, I think I paid about $2.50 for that. All right, this next little run here is a local, well, it's not that close to me. It's about an hour, but it's a shop that I went to last year when they had the same sale, and I picked up a ton of books. They had this like a ton of backstock that people hadn't gone through yet. So at that time it was awesome, but since then they've left all the same boxes out and they really don't get anything new, it doesn't seem like. But I figured I'd give them a chance and I did find some stuff. These are 50 cents each. Camelot 3000, number one. This is Brian Bolin artwork. Great artwork, cool cover. I don't know anything about the story, but the covers are really nice. Of course, it's Bolin. Savage She-Hulks, number 3, Fall of the Hulks, J. Scott Campbell cover. It's a pretty cool cover. A little bit underrated, I think. These aren't that easy to find. Marvel Divas, number 1, of course. We know that. And X-Men Worlds Apart, all J. Scott Campbell covers. So those are all 50 cents. This was $2. This is a pretty hot book right now. Venom number 38, first full appearance of the character Mania. It's only hot because it seems like she's getting back in the fold, but I don't know how permanent it's going to be with the Flash Thompson Venom. I think it's coming to an end, right? And she kind of showed up in that a little bit. We'll see if it holds. I think she's definitely a character with, now that like the symbiotes right now are pretty popular, and her being one of them. They're like kind of like I wouldn't. She's not the first female to be one because there was the Bride of Venom issue, but I guess she's in the same realm as the Flash Thompson Venom. I think it's one to definitely pick up for a couple bucks, maybe even $5. You never know with the female characters. Uh, Superboy 19, paid $2 for that. First appearance of John Lane Kent, who I don't know if they've ever been straightened out, but I don't think it's the same one in the well, it's not the same one as this one. I also picked this up for $2. Convergent Superman #2. Um, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that one's John Lane, and then this one's the other one. Kent, John, their son, between Lois and Clark. I don't know. Why the hell would you have two the same? They're both named John. You only got, yeah, whatever. Um, DC's done a horrible job, I feel like, with their new character rollouts. At any rate, Justice League #1, the Millennium Edition. This is the chromium cover, and it's not mint. I won't say it's not near mint, but for $2 I couldn't pass it up. The chromiums are pretty tough to find, at least for a decent price. Some of them I see for 15, 20 bucks, but for $2 I'm not going to pass that up. Also found a Green Lantern #20, first hand of Jessica Cruz. Justice League #2 sealed combo pack. That was pretty cool, I thought, for $2. And let me make sure. Was these? Yeah, it was $2. I got this one for $1. I'm trying to think where the heck I got that from. I don't know. Batman 28 first Harper Row. I've got a couple of these, and I think she still has a lot of potential. I can't remember, like I said, I can't remember where I got that. Also picked up this, basically a little bit under cover price. Briggs Land #1. You probably know it's been optioned by AMC. Pretty much, you know, it's been picked up by AMC. I got good feeling about it. It's definitely not doing much on the secondary market, and actually my one local shop still had like 10 of them. I'm sure same with others as well, but I read the first issue, I liked it. I read online somebody said it was kind of like what was that Image comic where they were out on they had formed like their own little community away from the government. It was kind of like that, except not. I mean, they have their own land, but they still interact with the community. So I'm interested to see where it goes. I'll keep reading it. Pick these up online from an online retailer. Red Sonja #8. This is the negative variant by Adam Hughes. Paid about 10 for that. And then I also picked up the #7 RRP variant with, there's a little bit of foil up here and it says RRP. Retailer Roundtable Program variant. Paid 17 for that. It's pretty much the same as the regular cover, except I think these guys might be in color on the regular. But it's obviously harder to find. I never see something like that really in the wild. I see them online now, so I figured out it was worth picking up. Here's a real ghost of a book. Static #45, the last issue. I actually bought this off of Mile High Comics, and it was $26. They had it listed as a near mint. I would say it's definitely a near mint. It's definitely a 9.4. I think it's a 9.6. It's got just a little bit. Actually, it's probably about a 9.4. There's like a not a crease, but like a ripple going down here, and then the spine looks real darn close to perfect. But that is a really tough book to find for two reasons. One, it was a series that was ended because of most likely low sales, so it wasn't generic or an artificial ending. It was ended because it wasn't selling. Also, the covers by Mobius, and I think a couple of the last covers were by Mobius, who is a well-known artist, not just in like comic book realm. That makes it a little bit more collectible and very tough to find, especially in high grade. Alright, I picked this up from another online retailer, Batman 3 Europa, the Francisco Mattina variant, 1 in 25 I believe. Paid like 12 bucks for it. It got real hot for a minute. It was selling for like 75. It's come back down to like the $30 to $50 range, depending. Great cover though. Here's another one that went real real high for no reason, just kind of hard to find and cool cover. Howard the Duck number 4, I believe this is 1 to 50. I paid like 20 bucks for it. Yeah, it's a pretty cool cover. I mean, it's nothing of value in the book though. All right, bought this off of eBay. I think I paid like 25 bucks for it. Marvel Premiere number 19. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I got like real nervous about not having enough Misty Knight uh, books. And I looked in my box and I had one of these already, and I'd paid way less for it at a local store who hadn't adjusted their prices. It goes for maybe in this condition, I'd say it's like a fine, probably about a fine. It's got like a bent corner, little ding there, and a couple spine ticks. Maybe a fine minus. So I paid 27 bucks for it. It's not worth that right now. Maybe once you get closer to the show and start seeing some actors, possibly. Here's another one that I definitely overpaid for. It's just not easy to find these Valiant books in the wild, at least for me. I don't have like a lot of shops that get tons of books. So, and especially something like this, like a shop might get 1 or 2 copies. Shadow Man number 13. This is actually, maybe I didn't overpay because I will say it's not a, this is a variant. I think it was, I want to say it was like a Bleeding Stool variant or something. It came with like another magazine, was bagged with another magazine. I paid like $7.50 for it. This is the first appearance of Punk Mambo, who, as far as I know, is the first standalone woman character developed by Valiant. And I don't think they had any back in the day as far as you know, like lead characters. I don't think she has her series anymore, but she had a couple. She had some issues of her own series. Not sure if it's still going on or not. I honestly don't follow Valiant except for Bloodshot Reborn was pretty good. Is pretty good. So I don't know, with that web series, maybe there's something going there. I picked these up online from the CBSI group. Definitely had to support them in this great spec group. These are the CBSI hip hop variants for Animosity number 1. Pretty cool. I don't think there's any of the black and white online right now. I think people are holding them. There was only 50 made. Black Hammer. I don't know. Did I show this one before? I'm trying to think if I showed that before. I don't know. I don't think I did. I don't know. It was getting good reviews. I read this. I didn't really like it that much. It's kind of like a new version of a Silver Age comic in terms of the, I would say both. I mean, it's got, I don't know if it's, I guess it's Dave Stewart art, Jeff Lemire writing. I don't know, the art doesn't do a whole lot for me, and just the characters are kind of boring to me personally, but people are liking it, so read it and decide for yourself. Alright, I got these online. Pretty good prices. Death Clock, Metapocalypse Death Clock number 1 variant. I paid $7 for that. Number 3, I paid about $5. These are real tough to find as well. There's definitely a niche market for them. I won't say that everybody's going to be looking for them, but there's a niche market if you see them. I mean, I even pick up the regular covers if I can find them for $1 or $2. I did get one of these. This is the second Fan Expo variant for Batman Adventures 12, John Boy Myers cover, which they really haven't done much on the secondary market. Same with this guy. Unless you bought this at like price at Baltimore Comic Con, hasn't really done probably as much as you want. And a lot of them are like dinged up like this. You can see that little ding. I paid like $50 for it. Yeah, whatever. That money's down the tubes. Nova number 4, Stephen Platt 1 in 50 variant. That's a pretty cool book. I paid $17 for it. Just a great cover. Nothing really other than it being a variant and a 1 in 50 and great artist. Did you get any of these? I got these too. Man, I ordered a lot of this online junk. I don't know. I gotta stop ordering this stuff. The Michael Turner Joker Suicide Squad covers. I mean, it's a decent cover. I like the black and white, but I don't know. Maybe in a couple of years they'll see some see some value increase. Okay, now went on vacation and went to, this was in Florida, and man, there was slim pickings, I think, for shops. I kind of hit the jackpot at the first store, so I was like pretty excited to see what other stores might have, but this was definitely the best store. They got a lot. They had a lot of new stuff. They had decent amount of back issue stuff, but it was not like organized great, I won't say. But I did find some stuff. So what did we get? What did we get? Amazing Spider-Man number 10. I think these were all 1 in 25 Del connecting cover variants. I now have the whole set of these because of one I was missing I found there. I really didn't want to pay like market value for these, so I ended up finding these for like $4.50 is what it came out to. I think they were $5 each or 10 for 45. So I ended up getting 10 variants out of their variant box. And these are awesome. Like, it's, can't really go wrong with Del, especially connecting cover. He is kind of the master of the connecting cover. He's done a number of them. So I got 10, 11, and 13. Got all those now. I got the Avengers number 2, 1 in, I don't know if that's 1 in 50 or I think that's a 1 in 100 maybe, or 1 in 75. John Romita character variant. Might be even John Romita Jr. I think. Captain Marvel number 14, the Cosmic variant by Andrea Sorrentino, and a Runaways number 1, Phil Noto. Might be a decent book to look for if you can get it for $5 with possibility of a Runaways show coming, spin option. This one, they had it on the shelf, like it was right when it came out, the week it came out, and it wasn't, now they had like tons of new issues, and then they had the variants mixed in issue number. But the variants were all bagged and boarded and had different pricing on it. This one was just sitting on the shelf and no bag or board. I thought, sweet, scored this for cover price. And it wasn't until like after I got rang out that I looked at my receipt that it was $15, I think. I was a little upset because it's not in perfect condition and I really don't want this book for for any reason. I just figured it, since it was cover and it was a variant. I think it's a 1 in 25 variant. Yeah, whatever. I got some other good stuff. This original Sin number 5 Del variant paid $5 for, or I paid 15 for that, I think, which isn't bad. This was probably the best thing I found in their back issues. Saga number 3 first print near mint for cover price $3.99. And I did pick up one of these. They had about 4 or 5 of them. Venom number 1, I paid $8. They had, like I said, 4 or 5, but these really have kind of cooled down, selling between like 10 to 20, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think there was enough meat on the bone to get it for that price. All right, this was another shop I went to, which was a complete waste of time. I just bought this because of the movie, but it's not in mint. I paid $6.50. Yeah, might be okay someday. I wouldn't pay that now for it. I'd pay like $5 for a near mint copy. I think they are going for that a little bit more than that, but whatever. Mainly I bought it because I got this as well. Superman Gen 13 number 1. This is the J. Scott Campbell cover. And I was missing this one from a recent purchase of the set of 1 through 3. I ordered all the Campbell covers, but they didn't give me the Campbell for number 1. I think they gave me the other artist is Lee Bermejo. So I got that for like $5. Excuse me. Picked up a couple sets of these. Spawn Kills Everyone. The story I thought was not that great, and It's doing well though. I picked them up because remind me of the Punisher and the Deadpool, um, Marvel Kills Marvel universe, and those have done well. So I'm not mad about picking those up, even if the story sucks. Trying to remember if I showed these or not. I'll run through these real quick because I think I might have shown these already. Um, Swamp Thing number 50, the first full Justice League Dark, especially cover. Bought that online for like 15. The movie's heating back up. Picked these up for about $7 with the Doc Strange movie coming out. Figure that's a good pickup. Here's that set I was talking about. That's why I think I showed this before. Actually, I only got the Campbell cover for number 2, which is the best Campbell cover. Got those. Preacher number 14. Oh, it's just part 2 of the Hunters. Good one to pick up with the Hunters coming up. Hunters with Preacher season 2 probably have the Hunters story arc in it, hopefully. And then I picked up Echo. I think, yeah, this is the second print, and then this is the first print with the foil on it. There's been a little bit of chatter that Echo may move into TV or being optioned around. And I didn't have any, so I figured I'd pick those up. Get them before something happens. Alright. Thought I had some books from a different Comic Con, but I don't see them. So I'll go into this one then. Bought these online. Trees has been optioned. Picked that up for $3.50. Venom number 31. That is the first appearance of, I think her name's Andrea Benton, something like that. She's the woman who becomes Mania later. So I flipped through this real quick, and I believe she just appears in a couple panels in a hallway with Flash Thompson. I paid $3.50 for that. Okay, so these are going to be from a con I went to recently. Actually, I'm sorry. I picked these up before I went there at an antique mall. Catwoman 73 and 61 Adam Hughes covers. These things are starting to go crazy. People finally recognizing the great art on those covers. JLA 26, as I showed earlier. First Jakeem Thunder. Wonder Woman number 10. Might have shown this before. This is first appearance of, I forget what the woman's name is. It's one of the Greek names, as most of these early Wonder Woman Perez revolve around gods and stuff. But this one features a woman who has been cast for the Wonder Woman movie. So this is the first appearance of that character. And there's like 3 or 4 first appearances in here. Well, I bought these online. I overpaid for this. Mighty Avengers 62, first Man-Ape, and I might have, this is my second copy. I paid $23 for it. Paid too much for the grade it's in. First Man-Ape, and also the first solo Black Panther story. And I picked that up because it was from the same retailer. Ghost in the Shell, Ashcan. Starting to see some snippets of the movie coming out, starring Black Widow. Alright, so here's my con haul. This guy had all these books for $1, and he was kind of like a toy dealer. So I picked out the good stuff, and he only wanted $1 for him. I figured, why not? Batman 38 combo pack Endgame. He had a 30. Now that one was not sealed. This one was sealed. 39 combo pack, but he had 4 of them for $1. Take all those. Got another Green Lantern 20 for $1. And then this was the best pick. Number Justice League 40 combo pack. It's not sealed. And it's not near mint. I mean, it's probably VF near mint, but for $1, I'm definitely not passing that up. That was a steal. This one I've shown many times. Keep finding these for $1, and I know they're still worth it for $1, but they're not hard to find. At least I haven't. I've run across a number of them. Haven't been hard to find for me. These I got from one dealer who had half off cover price. Must have been like stuff he just bought in bulk and was looking to move out, so I said okay. Briggs Land for $2. I got Harley Quinn 26, first red tool, $2 each. Plutona, which has been optioned for half cover. I got Spider-Man Deadpool #1, 6 printing. This book is really tough to find, and I won't say really tough, but it is tough to find in super high grade because of that black cover, and it's a beautiful copy. And then I got a couple of these off Mighty Avengers 69. Ended up paying like $25 for 2 of them, so I felt that was worth it. Especially we got a little time left to brew on those. And really, there wasn't much at this show. Got those. Stopped by, talked to a couple of dealers that I know, but this was the last guy I bought something from. Venom, Lethal. So I'll tell you what I paid at the end. I'll just show you everything I got. He always has dollar boxes. The same dealer I see at a bunch of shows. He usually doesn't have older stuff, so I was surprised when he pulled out a bunch of older stuff. But I found that I got Max basically from 17 to 23 for, he had them in his dollar boxes. These are tough to find. I really haven't seen a run like that put together. I don't know if I've ever seen that. But they're still, I think it goes up to 35. Those last issues are really tough to find. Collectors always seeking them out. I got those, and here's where it starts getting good. I got Uncanny X-Men #30, first Dazzler. I picked up a Tales of Suspense 59, first solo Captain America story since the Silver Age, and just iconic cover. And it's really beat, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say it's really beat, honestly. It's really not in bad shape, besides like it's got a big crease here and a bunch of creases up here. I mean, the cover is still intact. The staples really aren't bad. Staples are just in a horrible spot. They're on top of the cover, not in the side. I mean, and it's fully intact. I didn't see any rips or anything. Batman 1 New 52, pretty high grade, nice sharp copy. And this was the best thing I picked up of the day was Hulk 182. And I think there's something right here. That's actually on my bag. Might be tape from the book in front of it or something. Super sharp copy. I can't tell if it's been pressed because it lays like perfectly flat. But there's no spine issues. Of course, it is kind of a little bit of an overwrap. I mean, it's a great copy. Value stamps in there, all that. So I ended up getting all those for $150, and I think that one right there is worth $150. I mean, you throw that in, you definitely got $150 in value. Easy. So I was real happy to walk away with those, and I'm going to see him at a show coming up soon, and might have to hit him up with some more. He had more stuff. I just saved my money because I thought I might find some other stuff, but I didn't. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. As you can see, got those guys, but I'm still trolling those dollar boxes. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.